Zeah, a kingdom divided, a place where political struggle is rife, where ancient threats lie in wait, and where one man will begin his greatest adventure. He will travel this great land, across treacherous swamps, untouched beaches, and caverns filled with otherworldly beings. Here he will achieve what few others have, and take on the mightiest of foes, alone. His name is HosidiusFlo, and he is Bankless Abroad. Oh, hi there. You've caught me on my morning beach walk. I like to come down here and relax before my day adventuring. Just one of the perks of having a house close to the seaside. So it's been a few months since I landed on this beautiful island, and I must say, it's been great so far. Most of the people have been really welcoming, I've settled into island life, and I'm really making a go of things over here. There are a few strange things going on though. Like that Veos guy. He seemed really nice to begin with, but ever since I did that quest for him, something seemed off, and he has a hard time remembering me. And I've been hiking up this mountain a few times, and I can hear some strange noises from inside. The screams of adventurers, and the draconic roar of some very strange creature. It really creeps me out. Also, I've been hearing a lot about this Zerik guy. The man sounds like bad news, that's for sure. Anyway, you didn't come here to listen to me ramble on about my travels. Let me go home, get changed, and let's go on with some adventuring. Hey guys, and welcome to episode 6 of Bankless Abroad, my Zeah Only UIM, where fun can be found around every corner. I hope you all had a great Christmas and enjoyed the holidays, and managed to have some time to relax too. If you're new to the series, be sure to catch up, as a lot has happened. The playlist link will be in the description, and as always, be sure to like, subscribe, and leave a cheeky comment below. Your support really helps the channel, and I'm actually going for 1k subs this year too. We're sitting at about 135 at the moment, so hopefully we can make it there together. So last episode we began the lamping phase of Slayer and progressed through the Lovercage favour. Today we're going to get some crafting and smithing levels up using some fairly interesting methods, and that's to prepare for the final house favour. And then we're going to make a little detour for some dream items. So I'm just going to make my way over to Veos here. I'm going to chuck this page into the book and begin the next grind. Alright, let's pop this page in, and we now have all but one teleport unlocked in the book, and that's more transport for the Zeah Only UIM. This book is something I will probably use in the future, but for now we're going to drop it, and we can always reclaim it later on. Before we begin our next skilling grind, we have a few hundred planks to use up. We got these from doing some gang busting earlier on, and they are actually a really good source of oak, teak and mahogany planks. So let's do some construction training and see where we end up. So we're starting off with 29 construction, and for now we're building oak repair benches as they need 2 planks, and we have an even amount of space in our inventory. The hammer and saw are obtained from the tool store, so they're easy to get hold of. Fortunately, both of these can be obtained pre-construction in case you are making your own Zeah Only UIM. Several benches later, and that's 30 construction on the account, we can now make the house bigger and also build some new oak furniture. Lovely stuff. So for those of you wondering how I'm training construction, my house portal is here in Hosidius, and just south is a bank chest near to where the sand crabs are, and this is where I can unnote my planks. As you may know or not know, UIMs can only unnote items on a bank, and they can't actually note things on the bank. But once we've done that, we can stroll back up to the house portal and continue our training. Always try to build stuff without nails as well, so you can get the most XP, as it does go off XP per plank. We've been at this for a wee while now, and are spreading the last few planks. Managed to get 37 construction from 29, so a nice amount of levels coming in. Construction is a vital skill for any UIM, not just me stuck here on Zeah, so we will be back here training again soon. So to even begin getting Piscarilla's favour, we need 30 crafting, and our best way of getting this is by making holy symbols from silver bars. Now this requires 20 smithing and 16 crafting to make. So we're making use of the newly acquired minecart network to mine some copper and tin at the Piscarilla's mine, cart over to Lovercage to smelt them into bars, and then over to Shazian to use the anvil. This seems to be the fastest method at the moment, so I'll be back later on with some levels and an update as the method develops. First time doing this, so may not be the best, but we shall see. We're up here in Lovercage smelting our first inventory of bars, and it looks like we'll be getting about 8 bars per trip. So we're going to head down to the Shazian area on the minecart, and you can see the cart is actually closest to the anvil here, so we can get back to the mining site quicker as well. Banging the bars into arrowheads and 7 smithing, first level coming in for this grind, and we've got 13 more to go. I'm doing arrowheads so I can get some cheeky flexing XP during the walk back. Every little helps. These levels really do take a while to get, but that's the first big one. 10 smithing on the Zeah Only UIM. Let's go. Taking a break from all that manual labour to help some bees. In real life, this is a really important thing to do, so always do your bee randoms. And oh lovely, we've got some boots. Dropping these, but that's 1 for the collection log. And that's 13 smithing. This is important because 13 is my lucky number. And there we go, 15 smithing. We can now move up to smelting iron ores, which should give us some quicker XP. So finish off those last few bronze bars and make them into arrowheads for 35 fletching. We can now make willow bows on the Zeah Only UIM. Huge mining milestone coming in. 50 mining. Nothing new to mine here on Zeah, but a nice looking level. And that's the final smithing level of this mini grind, 20 smithing. So we can now smelt silver bars. We just need 16 crafting for the holy symbols. Yes, we are back here in the sheep pen. We need to get 10 crafting here and then we can move on to bowstrings. So a bajillion balls of wool later, and that's 10 crafting. So let's ditch this and pick some flax. So there's something really nostalgic about picking flax. I'm sure we've all been here picking flax for that early game money back in the day. Now we only need 6 levels here, so this should be quite fast, and the field isn't too far from the spinning wheel. I just love doing these random tasks here on Zeah for XP. So I thought it was only fitting that we get the final level making a ball of wool. But there it is. 16 crafting on the UIM, a huge level, and now we're on to silver crafting. So we're back here in the Piscarillas mine. There's only 2 spawns here, so we'll be needing to do a little bit of hopscape to fill up the inventory before we start smelting them. Look at those XP drops, they are huge. That's 50 XP per bar, and we've got 1 level just from over half the inventory. And on the way back to the mine, we're going to be selling all these symbols and getting about 1.5k per inventory. So it's pretty decent GP too. Hey guys, if you're enjoying this episode so far, why not give it a like? It really helps my video reach more people, and it's a free way to support the channel. Okay, so you're probably wondering, this doesn't look like crafting, and you are correct. I'm taking a break from crafting to attempt to get an item we were grinding for a few episodes back. Starting off the rune kite shield grind, you join me southwest of the Shadian camp, killing the head guards, for a lovely 1 in 512 drop rate item. Yes, we still don't have a rune kite shield, and like I've said before, I want to stick to grinds and achieve what I set out to do. So here it goes. And just so you know, it's a 1 in 512 pre-roll drop from these guys, so it could take quite a while. So we're kicking off the grind here with 63 strength, and we could be getting a few levels here as well. Aha! A trusty pinball random. These will be a great source of rubies for ruby bolt tips one day. And we get some emeralds. That's a little bit of cash there. You can probably see some of the abuse I'm getting over this grind. Dre thinks I'll be able to get the smithing level before the drop, but I'll prove them all wrong. I will. Planting this woad seed for 26 farming. Every level is making me smile right now, that's for sure. So I've noticed my agility level is a bit low, so I'm going to chill back at the course until level 30. I've got a film on in the background, so I'm going to relax and enjoy some of these levels. And that's 30 agility. Nice round number. Going to go back to killing the head guards now. A new day and another farming trip to use up these seed drops. Might get a few levels during this grind, you never know. More guards being killed for 65 strength. And now we're going to train our attack up until we get to 65 as well. Sometimes I like to just examine NPCs, and this one made me laugh. The other guard won't be messing around with him. You can just imagine that in a proper Cockney accent, right? Oh yes, that's the blue light of dreams, but unfortunately not a rune kite shield. If you guys didn't know, the head guards drop the rune kite and the rune scimitar at the same drop rate of 1 in 512, and these are both pre-rolls as well. I may just go and cry now. What's this? Getting distracted again? Yes indeed. I want to get another item that I said I would earlier, the Strength Ami, which in turn will speed up my head guard kills. So we're here at Undead Druids to do just that. And just look at that, my second Mask of Renewal drop, guys. That is a 1 in 1000 drop rate from these guys, and I still don't have a Strength Ami. That's bonkers. So that's the first trip over here, and we're just selling all the goodies here. We'll keep the catalytic runes for some mage XP, but a tidy 30k coming in. So those runes have got me a lovely magic level. That's 43 magic, which is a big one for superheat items, and that's something we're going to be using. in the near future. Here it is, guys, our first genie lamp on the Zeah Only UIM since we decided that we're going to be lamping Slayer all the way to 85 to begin with. And that's a nice little 360 XP drop. And there it is, the Amulet of Strength. I've killed a fair few of these guys and I'll show the log on the screen, but we finally have the best in slot for a Zeah Only account until I get the hunting level to catch glories. Helping save the bees again, as we all should, and that's a nice bit of flax for some crafting XP later on. Cheeky little crew scroll coming in, and that's an Edgeville step. I actually haven't had a Zeah step in a long time. Why hello Mr. Blue Man of Joy, that's the second XP lamp. Let me just finish off this guard and we're going to smash that on Slayer. Another 360 XP for our first level up on the lamping grind. 37 Slayer rolling in, only 48 levels to go for Abyssal Demons. So this guy was baffled by what I was doing here, so I explained to him and he's now giving me some luck for the rune kite drop. Hoping for some wet luck, but as always, we continue the dry streak. But shout out to Raw and Wet if you're watching. Let's see if we get the drop. Another bee random again. That's the third one this episode, and we are saving the world right here. And a heap more flax for the crafting XP.
Oh, fuck off!
You've got to be kidding me. Another bloody rune scimitar. That's 2 potential rune kites now. Well guys, it finally happened. That right there is the rune kite shield. Just sitting beautifully on the ground. My lord, what a grind this has been. All for a 31k GP drop. Something most people can buy in like 0 time at all on a normal account. And we got it at 629 logged KC, but we had maybe 400 or 500 more than that unlogged. And that was due to me resetting the log and also when I was a load of mobile kills as well. So we're looking at closer to about 1200 kills for that one. And who is to thank for this drop really? Well, in this screenshot it shows what was going on at the time. I was enjoying my good friend Good Grief's stream, shout out to Good Grief here, and I was chatting away with a legend UIM birth, and a few moments later I got the drop. So it's safe to say his presence blessed my RNG. Such an unreal moment and I was really freaking out. But there it is, another dream item, my best in slot shield until the Twisted Buckler. How crazy is that? So this episode was supposed to involve me getting the last favour as well, but I decided to portray my journey of me getting the rune kite shield. Not only getting the drop, but also to show off how I kind of play through these little longer grinds. I tried to commit to these grinds, but I do a fair few things in between to relax, recharge, and refocus on the grind. In a game where drops can take either 5 minutes, 5 hours, 5 days, or 5 weeks to get, it's important for me to switch it up. And it also gets me XP and other skills and try out different methods as well, just to keep things fresh. I hope you all enjoyed this mini journey for some dream gear items, and next episode we will tackle the final house favour, which is a journey in itself. If you've made it this far, then thank you so much for watching, and please consider subscribing. Like I said before, I'm aiming for 1,000 subs this year, so let's all make that happen. And remember to take care of yourselves out there, and I'll see you in Gillinor soon.